We're still learning how to edit in CapCut. Today we're talking about filters. Let's do it. Okay, folks, we're here talking CapCut. Today we're just going to be talking about filters. Just one little button today. Going to be a fairly short video. I was really sick this week, so I had a very short amount of time to put this together. So this is going to be kind of a quickie, but hopefully you'll get something out of it. So we're talking filters. What are filters? Well, the best way I found to describe it was found actually on CapCut's website. And this is how they describe their filters feature. There's a diverse range of CapCut preset filters that can be applied to give your video a totally new look. You can use free filters to change the theme, light, mood, color, and vibe. Feel free to select your desired filters to enrich the video and impress your audience. So that's a pretty good description of exactly what they do. It's kind of like putting a filter in front of your lens, and it's going to have that effect on the entire clip. Okay, it's just an overlay that changes the feeling of that clip. So selected a couple of clips, one an outdoor clip and one an indoor clip, just so we can kind of play with that idea. But when we go up here to the top and click filters, all of these filters come up, and it's a little unwieldy to try and find what you're looking for when you just have the filters button up in general. So when you click on filters, here come your categories, and this is very, very, very helpful. So in the case of this particular scene, we have an outdoor scene here. Makes sense. Let's look at scenery and see what we find. We're going to stick with the free ones. So radiance kind of brightens it up, makes it a little sparkly. Amber gives it a slightly warmer tone. You can see that. Now we've kind of cooled it down a bit. Ocean Eyes is the name of that particular one. Hiking. Now, what I want to do is, this is hiking, this is not. So what has hiking done? It's increased the contrast some, making things a little bit sharper. I like this one. We're going to put that one on. So now, when we have hiking, if we go up to the top right, you're going to see this intensity slider, and we can make the effect completely inoperable at the bottom, it's not there, and gradually increase the intensity of this effect. And I like it right there. I really like the look of that shot on my outdoor frame. So when we hit that, you'll see an increased contrast, a little bit brighter, a little bit sharper. Just looks like a pretty day to be out there in the woods. Now what's happened is right here, it's gone from having it, you see that little change? Now that's the natural perspective of the scene. So when we go back on hiking, we can extend this so it's going to cover the entirety of the clip. So let's take it out again. We're going to hit delete. It's gone. Go back to the beginning of the frame and put hiking on. If you hit the plus button, it's going to add it to your timeline, right where your cursor is, okay? And now we can increase it to cover the entire, we can move it, which I just did. Go back to the beginning. But with the double brackets there, we can extend it, and it'll click into the end of the clip, and now the entire clip is being affected by that filter. Once again, go back to the beginning. We're going to tweak it with intensity just a hair. Go right about there and play it. And that's what I decided. That's how I want my clip to look. And now it has a slightly different look. It's a little bit brighter, a little bit more exciting, more crisp and sharp. So that's how you use a filter. Now you can spend all day playing with filters. You can do crazy things with filters. There you go. There could be a use for that. You can do a negative on it. You're going to be able to do all kinds of crazy stuff with this. All right. Cool it down some. This gives it a very different vibe, a very different feel to the scene. All of these are going to change the emotional reaction people have to this scene. And that's what it's all about. You're really manipulating emotions. You're creating a feeling by applying these filters. And each one is going to do a slightly different thing. So we've set our hiking one, and we're happy with that. Let's play it back one more time and see how it looks. And I do kind of like the look of this. Not too intense. It still looks pretty natural, but it's sharper and brighter and a little bit more contrasty, and I like that. Now, we're going on to our indoor shot. Let's pretend that our goal with this shot is to make it look like we're watching an old clip. Some old guy from 1970 talking about whatever he's talking about. So here we go. We go down here. Well, it sounds like retro. That would make sense. And we've got all these different retro looks. This one looks like it's degrading pretty badly and disappearing before our eyes. This has gotten blue over time. This one has gotten gold over time. Okay, so I'm going to keep that one. So we're going to add that to the clip. And now we'll play it a little bit, take a look at what it looks like, and then it's going to switch back to normal. So you can see the difference between that and that, right? So we're going to extend it to the length of the clip. All right. Now let's go up here to intensity and play with that a little bit and see what that does. Starts to feel a little bit, now we're pretty much back to normal. Starting to age it a little bit. And up here, this one I think I like maxed out. I want it to be looking as old as possible. So there you go. And now it looks like we have slipped into an old video clip from times gone by. So now you get the idea of how to use filters. Filters can be used to change all kinds of things, but it's an overall change to the entire thing. If you wanted your entire video to have a consistent look, you can put this clip over this filter over the entire video, and it will all be a consistent look. And that's how films get those signature looks to the movie. The ambiance changes, and it has a certain tenor to the whole feeling of the entire movie. This is how it's done. And you can play with these to really change the impact of the films that you make. And then other times you can just use something, a filter, to be dramatic and just to be really wild and fun and crazy. And there you go, okay? Maybe you have some reason to be green. And there you go, you can be green. But the bottom line is you can do a very, very subtle influences of how people are reacting to the film, and you can do really crazy dramatic stuff that's going to really alter the look of the whole thing, and that's entirely up to you. It's part of the creative process, and you're the creator. So that's it. You know how to use filters now, what they do and how they affect your work. Go to work with them, play with them, put one on, take one off. Next time, we're going to start talking about templates, and that'll be an interesting discussion. So make sure you look for that next week. Templates is coming up. Today it was filters. If you got something out of this, thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe to the video, just get involved with this process. I got to thank you. We're already into the 60s in subscribers and moving. It's really exciting. I appreciate you so much. Leave some comments down below. Let me know where you want to go with this, where you want me to take it, how I can be of service to you. That's all I'm here for. Let me know. And until we get together another time, I will see you.